Welcome back, kids. Inverted Cow here. Figured it's been about 2 or 3 days of me derping around trying to figure out bees and bugs and fish and stupid junk that's driving me absolutely up the wall. So I figured I'd take a quick little tour and show how things are coming. Alright, let's see here. I built a little house for Magic. As you can see, it's not very special or anything fancy. It's just a couple of Somcraft tables, a desk, a cauldron that I really don't need, and a blood magic or altar. Um, yeah, and that's about as far as I've done. I've sat here and I went and I scanned as much junk as I could find and scanned a bunch more junk and combined some aspects in the Thamama Mondicon. Made the anti-crafting table, whatever it is, deconstructing table, and basically focused my research, my Thaumaton research, on making golems. I haven't actually made a golem yet. I focused all my research down here in golemancy. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Oh, almost there. There we go. And I've researched most of the golems, um, most of the accessories. I just went straight to the Thaumium golems. I just basically ignored all the other junk. Um, I'm not too keen on the fact that she made it so it was in easy mode, so everything is just purchased, but well, that's how it is. I hate thermography at the best of times, so no big deal. Um, the only reason I made the golems is because I want to see if I can actually get them to pick up things like eggs and crap like that, because for the most part, the two things I need is guys to pick up junk and guys to attack mobs. Um, so yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see me get into um, thermography, except for whatever's needed for the quests. I did some work with the bees. I'm trying to see if I can actually figure out anything about bees, um, because quite honestly, uh, thermography and bees and junk like that, anything that gives you free resources with no effort, really doesn't exactly strike me as something I really like. Um, Getting a lot of time into, and stuff like bees and whatnot where you're constantly babysitting these stupid things. No. You'll see a head on the tree here. Yeah, I put Oblivion frame in one of these stupid apiaries and then put a swarm of bees in there and was immediately stung to death. So I'm not going over by the bees. Ah, and here I made a bit of a bee house. Um, Basically, I made a couple of analyzers, a bee chest, and I put all the beehives and crap that I keep getting into this chest up top here. I just threw the hives in here for light because honestly, sitting there pounding on them with a scoop just really was enthralling me to no end. Um, yeah, sorry, Jadecat. Not too big on the bees, so those two quests are going to be probably ones they're going to drag out to the very bitter end because that's not something I'm too big on. Now I'm going to show you something else that I'm not too keen on, simply because I've been spent the better part of 2 days fighting with it, and it's not yielding the kind of things that it's supposed to. What we're looking at here is my mariculture corner. Um, these two filing cabinets are both stocked right chockers with these stupid fish. So much so that the filing cabinet is glitching, so it takes like it's like trying to play Russian roulette to try and get anything out of them. You click on one and you get something random, totally random out of it. Um, I'm after these one fish that produce dye. And yes, I am opening a chest. I'm trying to get the mariculture dyes so I can make purple. I'm getting everything else, but no big deal. The fish that drops those is rainbow trout, and apparently to breed the rainbow trout you need to combine goldfish with um, neon tetras with, yeah. So they need a special ocean. Actually, I had to make a separate ocean over in the jungle for them, and then put equipment on their tanks to keep them from getting too hot. Um, this is just an incubator. You throw fish eggs in here, and for some reason they need to be incubated to breed. Of course, you have no idea what egg you're looking at, so you can't pick the ones that are needed, because if you throw the eggs in the system, they just show up here in a filing cabinet, and they all say fish eggs, you know. So you can't even tell which ones are crossbred or whatever. Sure, now it stacks nice and neat when I'm looking at it on video. The basic gist of mariculture is you catch the live fish using this net, which for some reason NEI still brings up as pearl oyster. Um, you then put them in a fish feeder. I'm going to see if I can find one here.
If it comes up with pearl oyster, then there should be a pearl oyster in there.
Oh dear, it doesn't. It's just the NEI is wrong. There we go. You load the fish into one of these fish feeders with fish food, which you get from basically taking the fish and grinding it up. And then if you bring up your NEI, it'll tell you how to crossbreed, and it'll say fish products and stuff. The fish products is what these fish produce while they're in this feeder. Um, yeah, I hope you like water droplets, because honestly, you end up with barrels of them if you're not careful. Um, I'm almost at the point where I'm going to put a trash can or a void pouch out here and just start getting rid of them, and the fish as well. I have tons of these fish that I cannot use. They have no purpose. They're pointless. So mariculture is definitely not worth the trouble to install as a mod. Okay, let's take a look at what else I'm working on here. Okay, over here I was making glass for one of the quests in the quest book. This is the crystal clear quest. I completed that, and then I went on to making not the end. Um, this is a fairly simple one. You just got to make 1,000 end stone. End stone is created by taking uh, sandstone and combining it with ender, uh, liquid ender. I tried putting a mob generator um, on top of this smeltery and dropping enders into this. Unfortunately, the enders were not boiling alive like they should have. I'm not sure if it was a glitch or if it was just being fussy or what, but I had enders running all over the place here. It was kind of a catastrophe. So I have to manually go and fish ender or pump ender pearls into a chest. Oh, come on and walk, you sagging piece of shit. I'm using a hopper to feed the sandstone into the side of the tinker's basin. And then a redstone clock just pumps the ender, liquid ender into the thing, and it makes the blocks fairly well. But I got the old mob grinder going again on enders, and yeah, I got tanks of junk just sitting there waiting to be processed. You'll see this platform over top of the garden here. I was trying to grow bloodwood trees. Unfortunately, that platform's not quite tall enough, because I had one bloodwood tree actually grow through my garden, and through the barrels and pipes and sorting equipment and all the junk underneath the garden. And yeah, it destroyed a couple of barrels of crops, or a couple of barrels of seeds and stuff that I had to work to replace. So yeah, if you're going to grow bloodwood trees, be careful with that. Um, I personally, I like the wood. Okay, finally, I was running my little toaster over here, working on one more quest, the toasty bread quest. I also did the hearty breakfast quest. This was fairly simple. Just make 100 or 1,000 of these breakfasts. I can't remember what it was. It was 100 of them. Yeah, 100 hearty breakfasts. Not a big deal. It was just collect the materials and collect the materials, and when you got 100 of everything, just put it together. Um, I'm still trying to collect bread now. I'm making bread for the not so fast food quest. Um, this is bacon mushroom burgers. So currently producing bread. Turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around. Mushrooms, pork, beef, and I'm still making soybean um, that I'm processing here in this little uh, presser. Just simply because you won't get enough meat unless you run like a large scale slaughterhouse up there, and I'm not going to do that. It's not worth it. At least not yet. The other one I'm making here is the aged juice. I'm almost there. I ran out of. Actually, I'm using watermelon to make my juice, and I ran out of watermelon. It's 2 barrels of watermelon in there right now, and a barrel of apples actually. Um, so we're almost done. It's it's close. So there we have it, kids. Just another quick little walk around. Things are progressing. They're just progressing slowly right now. Lots of collect this and build that kind of quests right now that I'm working on. So nothing major. Probably going to work on making myself a villager, a little village to see if I can actually get some resources that are a little bit more needed. Um, and yeah, that's where we're at. So we'll talk to y'all later, kids.